Have you ever felt that a colossal secret is about to be revealed, as if a divine message, still shrouded in mystery, is trying to reach your consciousness? At this very moment, your guardian angel wants to share something crucial with you. That person who you can't stop thinking about, who entered your life like a hurricane, is undergoing a metamorphosis that directly impacts your existence. Perhaps you have noticed subtle changes, a sudden distance after such an intense connection. This is no mere coincidence. He is immersed in turbulent emotions, challenging all the logic he used to follow. But the depth of this bond between you goes beyond what both of you may immediately comprehend. Stay here, as what is coming could completely transform the way you see this relationship. Suddenly, without any warning, something drastic changed in the dynamic between you. He interrupted the usual flow, now determined to unravel the real reason behind this event. There is something in you that attracts him irresistibly, an enigma he has not yet managed to decipher. This uncertainty consumes him, leading him to deeply reassess the bond that unites you. He delves into profound questions that stir his soul, awakening new perceptions about the nature of this connection. If there is a strong bond between you, perhaps you are picking up signals, coincidences, synchronicities intimately linked to this transformation. The signs of this change may appear in various forms: unexpected physical sensations, emotions that explode without warning, or intense fluctuations in your energy, as if sometimes it is out of control. These manifestations might reflect what he is experiencing, indicating that he is immersed in a deep process of understanding about you. He is on a journey in search of answers, and this search may be resonating in your own energy, creating a cycle of emotions and sensations that, although confusing, are essential for the development of a mutual connection. What you feel may not be just yours. It could be an echo of what he is going through, an energetic reflection of the intensity of this union. As he strives to piece together this puzzle, you are also impacted by this search. There is an interaction, a connection that goes beyond words and gestures, touching both deeply, as if you are traversing the same path at different paces. This person is immersed in an intense curiosity about the bond you share, something that is not superficial. It goes deeper, reaching a depth that perhaps even he did not expect. Recently, something happened in his life, something that made him stop and reflect, almost like a journey of self-discovery. In this process, he began to compare what he feels for you with past experiences, and what surprises him is how your relationship stands out so clearly. Somehow, this connection is different from anything he has experienced before. There is a unique element in this relationship that makes him realize how exceptional it is, something he has never encountered in other relationships. What captures his attention the most is how you fit into his life, especially in emotional and mental aspects. He notices that your way of dealing with emotions, your expression, your feelings and connections are distinctly different from anything he has ever experienced. This leads him to believe that this connection is singular. The interactions between you touch depths he might not have even known he was searching for, but now recognizes that it was exactly what he needed. He perceives that this bond goes beyond the ordinary, reaching areas of his soul never before explored. With you, he feels that he can be completely understood, seen, and accepted as he truly is. This perception offers a level of comfort and security that he has not found in other connections, convincing him that what you have is truly special, something worth exploring and cultivating deeply. This new understanding has awakened in him an intense desire to discover how far this connection can take you. He believes that what you share is rare and extremely valuable, fueling a growing curiosity and an interest in opening up more to the possibilities the future holds. Now he is engaged in a fervent quest for something he considers vital. It is not a passing curiosity, but something that has profound meaning and is closely tied to the path your relationship is treading. The urgency to find these answers hasn't come out of nowhere. It's a feeling he has been nurturing for a while, but it has now become imperative. Solving this enigma is essential for him to move forward. He is focused on unraveling your energy, on understanding who you are at your core. It is not mere curiosity, it is a deep exploration. He wishes to comprehend the meaning of the connection you share, but on a higher, perhaps even spiritual, level. There is a genuine yearning to look beyond what is visible, to penetrate the deepest layers of your being. There is something about you that draws him with a magnetic force, an unprecedented feeling for him. It is an energy that makes him stop and reflect, something almost inexplicable. Perhaps you have a natural ability to attract things to yourself, a subtle trait, maybe even unconscious, but it is precisely this quality, this elusive aspect of your personality, that captivates him and ignites a burning interest in him. He perceives that there is something in you that is not immediately apparent, something hidden beyond what the eyes can see. This intrigues him deeply, almost amazes him. The mystery you carry, that unique aura surrounding you, is what drives him to want to know more, to understand more deeply. He is fascinated by this side of you that does not easily reveal itself, and it awakens in him an almost urgent need to discover what lies behind that layer, to understand who you really are at your essence. His curiosity is not limited to what you show, but extends to what you hide, to what transcends the obvious. He wants to dive deep, explore all facets of your personality, understand what makes you up. And perhaps, by finding these answers, he can finally comprehend what this connection truly means for both of you. He constantly finds himself immersed in thoughts about you, trying to decipher the enigma of such a powerful connection. There is like an invisible magnet that pulls him towards you, something that goes beyond mere physical attraction or superficial admiration. There is a depth to this bond that he cannot fully explain, but which resonates with every beat of his heart. There seems to be a greater force, perhaps spiritual, that makes him see you in a unique light, different from anything he has ever experienced. The connection, which initially surprised him, now prompts him to deep reflections. Why is this attraction so intense? Why, among so many possibilities, have you become the center of his thoughts? Every time he thinks of you, a whirlwind of questions arises. What is the meaning of this? Why did this connection appear so suddenly and overwhelmingly? He cannot simply ignore these feelings, as they are strong, palpable, almost tangible. Even feeling a certain confusion, he intuits that this experience is not mere chance. There is a perception, albeit subtle, that this connection has a greater purpose, something that transcends the ordinary. He believes that this bond is part of a larger plan, something that God wants him to understand. This awareness of being faced with something significant awakens in him an intense curiosity. He wants to explore this, to discover what is behind this magnetism that draws him to you so strongly. Each thought of you is shrouded in mystery, as if there is something not yet completely revealed. But this uncertainty doesn't push him away. On the contrary, it encourages him to delve deeper, to seek answers, to understand the true meaning of this connection. He is open, with his heart and mind ready to explore all the nuances of this relationship, aware that there is much more to be discovered. And while navigating these intense and complex feelings, one thing is certain: he will not give up until he fully understands what this means and what you represent in his life. You are in the midst of a whirlwind of uncertainties, a roller coaster of emotions that sends your mind in all directions. There is a change in the air, a feeling difficult to describe, but one that clearly envelops you. You watch this man attentively, trying to capture every detail, every gesture, wanting to unravel the mysteries he holds. And at the same time, he observes you with equal intensity, but in a slightly different way, almost as if he sees beyond, seeking to understand not just what you show, but what your soul reveals. Perhaps you haven't realized it yet, but this person is developing a deeply intense feeling for you. He begins to see that you are not just a fleeting moment in his life, but someone exceptionally special, someone he is beginning to consider as his true love. This is not mere speculation. It is a truth that reveals itself clearly to him. He is truly in love with you. The strength of the connection he feels is so powerful that it makes him question what is happening, to reflect on the meaning of this bond they are forming. It is natural that you also seek answers, trying to discover if what he feels is real. And the answer is yes. He is truly feeling all of this for you, and that is why he is committed to understanding better what this relationship means. The love he nurtures is so sincere that it leads him to think, reevaluate, and even compare with past experiences, seeking to understand if what he is living now is really as deep as it seems. It may seem like something small or even naive, but it is the way he has found to validate and comprehend the intensity of the feelings he is experiencing. If you notice that he is acting differently, perhaps more cautious or hesitant, this reflects exactly what is going on in his heart. This behavior is not typical of him. It is not how he usually acts. But the feelings he has for you are so intense and so distinct from anything he has ever experienced that they make him think twice before acting. This is the greatest proof that his feelings are genuine and deep, something out of the ordinary, something extraordinary that he cannot ignore. He is someone who generally demonstrates serenity and self-confidence in all situations, especially in business and everyday life. He deals with everything practically, with a clear mind, making firm decisions without hesitation. But then you enter his life and everything changes. It is as if you have the power to destabilize him, awakening feelings with which he is not accustomed. Suddenly, the one who has always been in control finds himself amidst emotions that seem impossible to manage. He struggles to stay calm when he's near you, but it's visibly difficult. Your presence seems capable of breaking down all the defenses he has carefully built over the years. He is fully aware of the effect you have on him, and surprisingly, not only accepts it, but immensely treasures it. The impact you have is something he guards as a treasure, something he considers exceptionally rare and precious. The most impressive thing is that he already sensed your presence before you even knew who he was. Somehow, he picked up on your energy, your aura, almost like a sixth sense. This happened long before any real contact between you. It's as if there was a natural magnetism in you that drew him in, without the need for verbal interaction. The connection between you is extraordinary, a force that touches the soul and stirs the heart in a profoundly intense way. The intense emotions he experiences have made him rethink various aspects of his life. He has never felt anything so powerful. What you have is rare, a love that transcends the ordinary, and for that reason he cherishes every moment. He often finds himself pondering the meaning of all this, knowing that this connection is exceptional, something not found every day. It is an experience that has completely transformed his worldview, and he feels deeply grateful for it. The way he sees life has completely changed since you arrived. TM's not just admiration. He feels a profound respect and gratitude for the transformation you have brought into his life. It is a connection he never imagined possible, and now that he has found it, he treasures it as the most precious thing he possesses. He understands, on a deep level, that this bond is unique, something that goes beyond words. It is something that simply is, that transforms, and he never wishes to lose it. You are going through a period of intense emotional and mental agitation, and this is no coincidence. There is something significant happening, something that can no longer be ignored. The coincidences and synchronicities that previously went unnoticed are now becoming increasingly evident. They are not isolated events or numbers that occasionally repeat. They are signs that seem to have a direct connection to your soul, almost as if the divine were trying to whisper something in your ear, guiding you down an unknown path. These experiences are bringing you to a turning point with your old way of seeing the world. Before, you were guided by logic and reason. Everything needed to make practical sense. But now this perspective is being unexpectedly challenged. The practicality that once was your ally seems insufficient to deal with the whirlwind of feelings and thoughts that surround you. What was once considered unshakable is now questioned with each new synchronicity that arises, challenging your beliefs and your way of interpreting reality. You begin to realize that perhaps these coincidences are not as random as they seemed. They carry a weight and a meaning that go beyond what the rational mind can easily comprehend. This leads you to introspection, to seek answers not found in books or practical advice, but in your own intuition, in your heart. It seems that something inside you recognizes that these experiences have a higher purpose, a reason for occurring now, which motivates you to want to understand more, to explore more deeply. In this process, you begin to discern that God might be trying to show you something, perhaps a new way of understanding love, spirituality, or life itself. What was once clear, predictable, and logical now cloaks itself in mystery. But it is not a mystery that causes fear, rather one that awakens curiosity, encouraging you to delve deeper, to discover more about this intense connection you feel. You realize that you are being propelled to a new level of understanding, where feelings and spirituality gain a relevance never before attributed. It seems that there is a greater force guiding your steps, something beyond the ordinary, leading you to embark on a new journey. It is not a journey focused only on understanding the events around you, but on uncovering what occurs within you. This journey is challenging, but deeply transformative. It invites you to step out of your comfort zone, to open mind and heart to unprecedented possibilities, to new ways of perceiving the world. And above all, it invites you to explore the connection you feel more intimately, to understand that perhaps this entire process is destined to lead you to a place of deeper connection, not only with the sacred, but also with yourself. You are being called to dive into the core of your existence and reveal the true purpose of this stage in your life, which might be the most significant one so far. You are playing such an impactful role in this man's life that you might not even be fully aware of its depth. He begins to perceive something that transcends the ordinary, something that involves both feelings and spirit. And believe me, this is no small thing. It is something grand, something that makes his soul vibrate in a way it has never experienced before. What is happening between you is not mere chance. It is as if a divine force is weaving an invisible bond that connects you in a way that goes beyond common understanding. And this person, even if they do not completely comprehend it yet, is becoming increasingly aware of this connection. They notice the coincidences and synchronicities, these small signs that, when added up, make them believe that there is something greater at play. They are confused, yes, but this confusion is not negative. On the contrary, it is the engine that drives them to seek answers within themselves. This internal quest has become so fundamental that it is now the center around which their life revolves. They are determined to unravel everything that is happening between you, even if it means facing fears, doubts, and barriers. They understand that this connection goes beyond the emotional. It penetrates deeply into the soul, makes the heart beat with vigor, and in some way is connected to a higher purpose. And the feeling they have for you? It is more than love. It is a passion that brings with it a burning desire to understand this energy that surrounds you when you are together. They want to decipher the enigmas of this connection, to understand every detail, every sign sent by the divine. For them, this is not something that can be ignored. It is an urgent need, a curiosity that motivates them and cannot be suppressed. Perhaps it is the moment to simply let things flow as they should. There is no need to rush anything. Let each moment between you evolve naturally, for it is in tranquility that the deepest discoveries tend to emerge. You are embarking on an exceptional journey, which has the potential to elevate you to a level of understanding and love rarely reached. This is an opportunity for both of you to evolve, to awaken to a new vision of the world and a new form of connection. And the most wonderful thing is that you are treading this path together, hand in hand towards something truly divine.